And example 1 is about what is the equivalent form of when 6x minus 4 is divided by 3x plus 2. We already talked about that. If numerator is greater than or equals to denominator, then we make a division. In our case, what is numerator? Numerator has degree. We will see the numerator has degree and denominator has degree. In our case, denominator have 1. Numerator have 1 has degree. So if numerator is greater than or equals to denominator, numerator degree is greater than or equals to denominator degree, we make a division. So we will use a longer division. Therefore this is 6x minus 4 divided 3x plus 2 divisor. We know that whenever we are given, we have to make this divided by the first equation. Therefore 6x divided by 3x is 2. Therefore 2 divided by 3x 6x. When 2 multiplied by 2 plus 4, negative. Therefore this will be cancelled, minus 8. Therefore when 6x minus 4 over 3x plus 2 is divided, q of x plus r of x over this function, let's say c of x. Therefore cx minus 4 over 3x plus 2 is equals to, quotient is 2 plus, this is divisor, r of x is what? Negative 8 over our function 3x plus 8. Therefore this is equivalent form of when 6x minus 4 is divided by 3x plus 2. Example 2 is given as, what is the value of p in the equation above if 12x square plus 24x minus 13 over x plus 3 is equals to 12x minus 12 plus p over x plus 3, and we are asked to find the value of p. So we know that numerator degree greater than denominator degree, because the highest degree of numerator is 2. Therefore 2 is greater than or equals to the highest degree of denominator is 1. Therefore we can make a longer division. This is 12x square plus 24x minus 13, and this is x plus 3. So 12x square divided by the coefficient x. Therefore this will be cancelled by this, and 12x will be left. Therefore 12x. When 12x multiplied by x, 12x square. When 12x multiplied plus 36x minus, this will be cancelled. This is minus 12x minus 13. Therefore minus 12x when this divided by the first over x. Therefore this will be cancelled, and minus 12. Minus 12 multiplied by minus 6, minus 12x minus 36. Therefore positive. This will be cancelled, and this is equals to what? 23. Therefore when 12x square plus 24x minus 13 over x plus 3 is divided, it will give q of x plus r of x plus divisor of x. Therefore q of x is 12x minus 12 plus r of x is our remainder 23 over divisor is x plus 3. Therefore this equation and this equation must be equal. Therefore 12x minus 12 is cancelled by 12x minus 12. Therefore the value of p is simply by looking 20. Therefore p is equals to 23. And example 3 is, what is the equivalent form of when x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 12 over minus x square plus 5. What's the, since degree of numerator is greater than denominator, our numerator degree is 3, our denominator degree is 2. Therefore 3 is greater than 2. We make a longer division. A longer division is dividend x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 2 and minus x square plus 5. First we have to make when 3x cube divided by, this must divided by minus x square. Therefore this is minus 3x minus 3x. When this multiplied by this, 3x cube. When this multiplied by this, minus 15x. Therefore minus, this will be cancelled, and 2x square plus 14x minus 2. Therefore, when 2x square divided by this minus x square, this will become minus 2. Therefore, 2x square minus 3. Therefore, minus, this will be cancelled in 14x plus 8. Therefore, since in our case 14x divided by minus x square, since our numerator is less than denominator, we don't make any further division. Therefore, when 3x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 2 divided by negative x square plus 5 is equals to q of x plus r of x over d of x. In our case, q of x is minus 3x minus 2 plus our remainder is 14x plus 8 over our divisor is minus x square plus 5. Therefore, this is our final equation when we simplified it. And example 4 is given by when x raised to 4 plus 1 over negative x square plus 4 simplified. Since the first thing is you have to compare numerator degree with that of denominator. This degree with denominator degree. Since numerator degree is greater than the highest degree is 4 is greater than 2. Therefore, we can make a longer division. Therefore, x raised to 4 plus 1 dividend negative x square plus 4 divisor. Therefore, the first thing is dividing this by this. Therefore, x raised to 4 divided by minus x square minus x square minus x square. Therefore, when this divided by this, multiply by this, x raised to 4 minus 4x square minus positive. This will be cancelled in 4x square plus 1. Therefore, this divided by this, 4x square divided by negative x, this will be cancelled, it become minus 4. Therefore, minus 4 times this, 4x square minus 60 minus positive. This will be cancelled and 70. Therefore, when x raised to 4 plus 1 divided by negative x square plus 4, r of our quotient is minus x square minus 4 plus remainder is 17 over divisor is minus x square plus 14. And example 6 is given by what is the equivalent form of when 4x square plus 3x minus 5 is divided by 2x plus 3. The first thing you have to make is do numerator degree is greater than or equals to denominator degree. Yes, because 2, the highest degree is 2 is greater than or equals to 1. So we will make a longer division. 4x square plus 3x minus 5, this is 2x plus 3. So the first thing is dividing this by this. 4x square divided by 2x, this will be cancelled and it become 2x. When 2x multiplied by 2, 4x square plus 6x minus this will be cancelled, minus 3x minus 5. So dividing this by this, when minus 3x divided by 2x, this will be cancelled and minus 3 over 2 will be, when this multiplied by this, minus 3x lifted, when this divided, minus 9 over 2. Therefore, positive this will be cancelled and 9 over 2 minus 5 common 2, when 2 divided by 2, 1 times 9 minus, when 2 multiply divided by 1, 2 times 5, 10 minus 1 over 2. Therefore, when 4x square plus 3x minus 5 over 2x plus 3 is divided, our quotient is 2x minus 3 over 2 plus remainder is minus 1 over 2 over our quotient, our divisor is 2x plus 3. Therefore, this can be either further simplified in 2x minus 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2 times 2x plus 3, or 2x minus 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2 times, let's say this was plus 2 times 2x plus 3. Therefore, this convert 2x minus 3 over 2 minus 1 over 4x plus 6. Therefore, this is our final solution. Or if we like, we can write in this for 2x minus 3 over 2 plus minus 1 over 2 over 2x plus 3. Therefore this is the simplified form of our equation. And example 6 is given. What is the equivalent form of when 3x square plus 5x minus 3 divided by 3 minus 4? Whenever we are given this, the first thing is we have to compare numerator degree with that of denominator degree. So our numerator highest degree is x square. 2 is greater than, what is the denominator highest degree? We have to first rearrange. Whenever you are given a degree that are from lowest to highest, we have to first rearrange from the highest to lowest. Always you have to rearrange. For example, when you are given 2 minus 3x minus 4x square, this degrees, highest degree is 0, this highest degree 1, this highest degree 2. So it was arranged from lower to higher, but this is not good. The standard formula it states it must be always arranged from the higher value to lowest value. So the highest value is minus 4x square, next minus 3x, then 2. Therefore in our case 3 minus 4x, the highest degree of this is 0, this is 1. This is from lower to higher. This is not fair, and it must be arranged from the higher to lower. The standard form, it must be for a polynomial function. The polynomial function must be rearranged from the higher to lower. Therefore we have to rearrange minus 4x plus 3. Therefore 3x square plus 5x minus 3 over minus 4x plus 3. Numerator highest degree 2, denominator highest degree 1. Therefore 2 is greater than, we can make a longer division. Therefore this is 3x square plus 5x minus 3, this is minus 4x plus 3. We have to rearrange this. The first thing we have to make is dividing this by this. Therefore when 3x square divided by minus 4x, this will be cancelled and minus 3 over 4x. Therefore minus 3 over 4x. When this divided by this, 3x square, this multiplied by this, minus 9 over 4x minus plus, this will be cancelled and 5 plus 9 over 4 is equals to 29 over 4x minus 3. Therefore when this divided by this, 29 over 4x divided by minus 4x, this will be cancelled by this and it become minus 29 over 16 minus 29 over 16. Therefore when this multiplied by this is equals to 29 over 4x minus 29 over 16 multiplied by 3 minus plus, this will be cancelled. This is equal to 39 over 6. Therefore when 3x square plus 5x minus 3 over minus 4x plus 3 is simplified, it will give our quotient is minus 3 over 4x minus 29 over 16 plus 39 over 16 over our divisor is 3 minus 4x or minus 4x plus 3. Therefore this is our solution. And now we are going to talk about direct and inversely inverse variation. First we will start from direct variation. Let's say if x is directly proportional to y, it mathematically written as x is directly proportional to y when we divide by y, x over y is equals to constant function k. Therefore k is equals to ky. This is what? Direct variation or direct function. It have a direct relationship. When x increased, y also increased. For two function, x over y is equals to k. For two or more for two function, x1 over y1 is equals to x2 over y2 is equals to k. Or for many function, x1 over y1 is equals to x2 over y2 up to xn over yn is equals to k. This is what we call direct function, or let's say in terms of a and b. If a is directly proportional to b, when we multiply by b, divide by b, a over b will give us a constant k. Therefore, a is equals to b times k is our what function? Our direct variation function. Therefore, a over b is given as k, and if you are given more than two variable or more than two situation, a1 over b1 is equals to a2 over b2 up to an over bn is equals to k. This is direct variation. And let's talk about inversely relationship or inverse relationship. When a is inversely relation with b, mathematical it's written a is inversely proportional 1 over b. When a increased, b will decrease. Therefore, crisscross ab is equals to k. Therefore, this is our function. If you have more than one function, a1 b1 is equals to a2 b2 is equals to a3 b3 up to an bn will give us k. Let's do some example. Example 1. If y is equals to kx, first we have to know what is this. Does it is directly proportional or inversely proportional? The first we have to ask is, we know that if y is directly proportional to x, y over x is equals to k. Y is equals to kx. Yes, it is directly proportional. If it was inversely proportional, y is inversely 1 over x, crisscross, yx is equals to k. But we are given y is equals to kx, so it is directly proportional. And where k is constant, and it asks us why when y is 10, the value of x is 5. This is x1, y1. What is the value of x2 is asked when y2 is equals to 60, and we are given our equation y is equals to kx. So we have to make first over x over x. Therefore, y over x is equals to k. If you have two situation, we make y1 over x1 is equals to y2 over x2. So the value of y1 is 10. The value of x1 is 5. The value of y2 is 16. The value of x2 is required. Therefore, this will be cancelled. 2 times x2 is equals to 16 over 2 over 2. The value of x2 is equals to 13. We are asked example 2. If 12 mango cost $1.05, what is the cost when there is 12 mango? Let's say this 24 mango. This is 24 mango. If 24 mango cost $1.05, what is the cost if we have 12 mango? 12 mango is equals to x. Therefore, crisscross. 24 mango times x is equals to $1.05 times 12 mango. Therefore, to find x, we will multiply by 24 mango by 24 mango. This will be cancelled by this. X is equals to mango will be cancelled by mango. This by 2. $1.05 over 2 is equals to x is equals to $2.5 will be the cost in order to buy 12 mango. Example 2 is given as, if you are given an equation yx is equals to x, first we have to check whether this relationship is inversely or directly. We know that for a directly relationship, if x is directly proportional to y, x over y is equals to k. Therefore, x is equals to y times k. But it was not y times k. K must be independent. So it is exactly inversely. Let's check inversely. X is inversely proportional 1 over y. Therefore, crisscross xy is equals to k is inversely proportional. So in inversely proportional, if you have more than two equation, x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2 up to xn yn is equals to k. Therefore we have only two situations, y1 x1 y2 x2. Therefore x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2. Therefore 10 times 2 is equals to 8 times x x2. Therefore over 8 over 8. Therefore x2 is equals to 20 over 8. By 4 2 by 4 5. Therefore x2 is equals to 2.5. And now we are going to talk about the difference between linear and exponential function. What does mean linear function? Linear function is a type of function in which rate of change, or m is equals to change in y over change in x, or dy over dx. For a small change we use this, for a large change we use change in y over change in x, and m is called slope or rate of change. If rate of change is constant, then it is called linear function. If it is not constant, it is exponential function. So whenever you are asked what's the difference between linear and exponential function, if the rate of change or slope or m is constant, it is a linear function. And if m or slope or rate of change is not constant, then it is an exponential function. The difference between linear and exponential function is this. And linear function have a general formula of y is equals to mx plus b, and exponential function can be two types, exponential decay and exponential growth. And exponential function have a form of y is equals to a b raised to x. And in the linear case, the value increased by constant amount or constant value. In the case of exponential function, the growth change by constant rate. Therefore for linear y is equals to mx plus b, and for exponential y is equals to po plus r times po, or po 1 plus r. This is exponential, this is linear. And example 1 is given. If y is equals to kx is given, and y1 is given as 5 and x1 is given as 3, what is the value of x? That means x2 is required and y2 is 10. First we have to ask whether the given equation is inversely or directly. When it was directly, x is directly with y, x over y is equals to k, or x is equals to y times k. So we can reverse their direction. Therefore y is equals to k, x times k is, this is direct. In the case of direct relation, we make over x over x. Therefore y over x is equals to k. For two function, y1 over x1 is equals to y2 over x2. Therefore 5 over 3 is equals to 10 over x2. This will be cancelled by 2, and x2 is equals to 6. And example 2 is given by, if yx is k and y is 10, y1 is 10 when x1 is 2, what is the value of y2? We are asked to find y2 when x2 is equals to 20. We know that yx is equals to k is inversely proved. We already proved it. Therefore for two function y1 x1 is equals to y2 x2. Therefore 10 times 20, 2 is equals to y2 times 20 over 20 over 20. Therefore y2 is equals to 1. And example 2 states that the number of voltage, let's say V be number of voltage that pass through the stove and is inversely proportional to the number of current, and let's say I be the current that pass through the stove. Therefore V is inversely proportional. When we write in mathematical, it means 1 over I. Therefore VI is equals to K. Pass through the stove. When the voltage, when V1 is 210 volts, there will be 8 amperes. That means I1 is 8 ampere. There will be 8 amperes. How much voltage will pass? We are asked to find V2 when I2 is 16 ampere. Therefore I2 is 16 ampere. We know that for two equation, V1 I1 is equals to V2 I2. Therefore the value of V1 is 210 times 8 times A is equals to V2 is V2 times 16 ampere over 16 over 16. Therefore this will be cancelled and the value of V2 is equals to 210 divided by 2. This is equal to 105. And the stove used, example 2 says that the stove used 37% of the voltage to give to the heat to the room, and the rest of the voltage used to cook food. And we are asked what is the number of voltage used to cook food. Therefore we used 63% to cook a food. The total voltage that will pass through I2 is, through the voltages, we are already got 105. Therefore when 105 multiplied by 0.63 plus, we know that if a number is increased by R%, then the final value will be x is equals to x1 plus r over 100 of x1. This is our equation, x final. But it's alright, we don't have to use this formula. And we are given what is the number of voltage used to cook a food when 32. Oh, I2 is already given. I2 is 32 ampere, and we already know that V1 is 210 and I1 is equals to 8 ampere. It was given the voltage is inversely proportional to the current. Therefore V1 I1 is equals to V2 I2. Therefore V2 is equals to V1 I1 over I2. Therefore I1 is 210 multiplied by 8 over 32. Therefore this is equals to 52.5. And we are already given that 63% is used for cook. Therefore 0.63 times 52.5 is used for cooking, equals to 33.075 voltage is used for a cooking.